So we've got the back of the head hidden now, and we'll work down the nose area. So if we create another polygon, end that tool with escape. Let's bring it back to the center again, and then let's make sure it's in the right place at the front. Like so. Keyboard S, select edge mode, and keyboard Z, and we'll start extruding down. Extrude all the way down to the mouth. Quickly check it in profile, in perspective, which is fine. And then we'll extrude out sideways towards the face. Just rotate it slightly, down slightly, and then again, and again rotate it. And the last one down there, and again rotate. And then we'll just go in and quickly tweak. Like so. And then if we back to extrude, come back up here, around the back of the nostril really. Trying to match the point as near as possible to the bit that we're going to be joining to, which is obviously here. Not crucial, because we can put other splits in, or we can make more polygons if needed, but wherever possible it would help. All the way up here now, as far as back as we dare. Coming around the front again. I'm actually going to go back to this side. I'm going to put a couple of splits in here because we will want more polygons. One more extrude up. And we'll join across here with append polygon. And we'll join that one with merge. And let's just have a quick look at that in 3D. Perspective mode. Looking at where we're going to be joining, so I'm being careful. Not to add polygons that were going to cause us problems really. And all of that's fine. Okay, so we'll tweak from the front a little bit first. Let's do one more extrude out to the side here. Now what I am going to do is just pull. I've decided to pull that back and give us another split down here. So select those with shift and click, and then shift and X. And the reason I did that is when I looked at what we'd done, I wanted this polygon running, this line of polygons running down here like so. Just append that one up. It's just helped me with the distribution and what I'm about to do with the nostril, really. And I also want to split through there now. And also through here, just to give us more polygons really for when we do the extruding for the nostril, which is what I'm about to do now. Okay, so we've got the overall shape of the nostril roughly covered, and if we go to perspective mode, let's just have a look at that. That's fine. Perhaps bring that back there, which is why I did what I did in terms of changing it down here at the bottom. Fine up there. Down here. And looking at it from a number of angles here. Okay, so we'll select the inner ring of the nostril area like so. Let's have one more look at it in perspective mode like so, and then we'll just extrude in and scale it down like so. And then one more extrude and put it right in like so. And I'm actually going to turn that in and then scale it down on that dimension. And then I'm just going to seal that off with append polygon. And then we'll tweak everything. Tweak everything back now. We've ended up with a triangle there, which is not a major problem. So we'll just add in some more geometry here. So we'll split from there to there. So select them with shift click and then shift and X and split it through. Select the two and hit X and then delete that edge, gives us the quads back. Now if we quickly switch it back to object display mode, ghost shade. Just gives us a better look at it. And we can now go back to our front view, and we'll tweak that back now to the nostril, make it look a little bit more like the reference. It's nearly there actually. I'm going to go back again, and then I'm going to go to 3D perspective and just bring that in tighter. And what I'll do is I'll select two of those, and I want to run a ring around, split that all the way around there, so Shift and X, and that will just give me a nice crisper edge when I pull it in tighter. And then I think what I'll do is I'll leave that until we've joined everything up, and then we'll come back with soft selection and perhaps define the nostril a little bit better. At least we've got all the polygons that we want, and they're all quads, which is exactly what we want, and they're all roughly in the right place. Look at it in perspective, that's fairly okay. So we'll just join the two pieces with go back to object mode, keyboard F, select the first one, select the second one, right click, we'll just use combine objects. So those two are now one object, and then we'll do the usual, which is select that. So you can bridge the two if you want to use the bridge tool, but definitely depends on preference. Something small like this, it's usually just quicker just to run it up with using a penned polygon like this, and just work our way up like so. You may come to a point in a moment where you've got too many like there, so we'll look at that in a moment. Let's just work past it for now, leaving a gap. Watching edge flow doesn't go too far adrift here. As we've been looking at the mesh, we've been trying to make sure that there's the same amount of points. So we're going to end up with a triangle there. So let's finish it off. Triangle here, and we're also going to end up with a problem up here, because obviously these three are now coming into one. Now what I did notice before is I would like a split right up the forehead, because we want to put some kind of a crease in the forehead. So if we use the cut tool X and cut to the edge there, and then down through here, that'll give us the first one that we want. And we'll join that one to that one, and that's just given us an extra line of just a couple more polygons there, and it hasn't caused us a major problem here, so no real damage done there. And then if we just join all of those up with a penned polygon, and then we'll make a cut along here like so, one along here, leaves us with a triangle there, and that triangle there, because I want quite a lot of detail in there, I'm going to cut all the way to there, and then just tighten them in. Just looking to get this triangle here, moving it out towards the edge so we can meet them up and make a quad. Just using merge. Nearly there. Just doing a few cuts through that. Just realigning the polygons around the forehead a little bit. Now delete those faces and we're back. Just going to run a smooth command by selecting, and I've got shift and control and roll center the mouse wheel forward, and that smooths it for us like so. I'll select again here and just do a slight smooth there, and then I want to go back really to my reference. Now, fine with it here. Let's just go back to the front and set it to wireframe, ghost shade. Whoops, missed it again. Ghost shade, and then just look at how we look against the reference. We're not a million miles off. I'm just looking how it reflects this area here, how it tucks underneath a little bit, so we can think if I have perspective mode here and then I'll look at it here, we can see that we want that tucked back a little bit like so. Okay, fine with that. Flat shade mode again, and let's reveal everything. Oops, daisy. Display, show all, and there's the full head going all the way around. Full half a head, should I say. The nostril area all complete now. We will need to tweak that with soft selection. Let's just do that now. Let's bring our buttons back with shift and space. Go to soft selection, decrease the area of effect, just use space there to go back to single view, and then it's just a case of tweaking the areas that we want. And soft selection's a great tool for minor details, minor tweaking, without having to do single point editing. We're not particularly using the reference here, we're just thinking about general anatomy. Let's just subdivide the eye again, and we'll subdivide the head twice just to have a look at it smoothed, and then let's shut that nostril down a bit, bring it wider down here. There we go. And the mouth area was quite lots of volume there anyway. Above the mouth area. Okay. So there's the nose done. So next we'll move on to the mouth.